Hey guys, it's Anna. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to film a boozy fragrances video. So I have a collection of perfumes here that feature a prominent note of rum, cognac, whiskey, you name it. One of my favorites in this category is Jazz Club from Maison Margiela, the Replica line. It just perfectly captures the scene of a jazz club. A jazz club in Brooklyn that feels like it's been there forever. The building is made of wood and brick. It's a real cool spot to go to, and it's like the locals' best kept secret. It has notes of rum, tobacco leaf, giving it the smell of cigars. I don't get a smokiness from this scent, just like straight up cigars. It has a dry, woody smell because of the vetiver, and there's a bit of fresh spiciness, aromatic qualities from sage, pink pepper, and as this dries down, I get a bit of like a balmy texture to the scent as well because of the styrax. Vanilla is listed. I don't get personally a prominent vanilla from this scent. It smells phenomenal layered with other vanilla perfumes. It's completely non-gourmand in this mix. I feel like it's there to help smooth over these notes, and although looking at this note breakdown, it looks like it's going to be a very intense scent. This is an eau de toilette concentration, so it's not like an overbearing heavy perfume to wear, but I get good performance out of it, about 6 hours, moderate projection. If you're a fan of rum and coke, I would give Vanille Diabolique a try. This is from Renoir Parfums, because this is your vanilla spiced rum and coke. This has the most realistic Coca-Cola opening that I've smelled in a perfume. Like, there's a handful of Coca-Cola scents on the market, and I like that note, but this smells like the real sugar Coca-Cola. That note is definitely most prominent at the start. It dwindles off quite a bit as it dries down. A smooth rum is there for the whole life of the fragrance, and then it's got a big dose of vanilla and really soft, cozy, smooth spices. Not soft as in quiet, because it is a warm, spicy perfume, but soft as in they're not harsh or like in your face. And then it has some amber and sandalwood to ground it in the base. I get about 8 hours with moderate projection. If you're a fan of fruity gourmands, specifically chocolate and cherry, you will love Venom of Love from Navitus, because it's truly giving you that. It's a chocolate cherry bomb. There's specifically cherry listed, but then there's also a note of cherry brandy. So you smell this dark, juicy cherry along with a definite fun, boozy character. And it smells like a dark chocolate is just cloaking it all. This perfume smells like Valentine's Day, like wrapped up in a bottle. There's almond cream that complements the cherry very well. A nice amberwood and vanilla in the base. This is not a complex fragrance, but it smells so good. It's a really addictive scent, I think. Highly complimented. I layer with it all the time, and I get all day wear with a moderate projection. If I were to tie Thomas Shelby, Peaky Blinders, to a scent, easy, it would be Juice Box Beat Cafe. This has gangster written all over it. This is for the bold, confident, I don't mess around kind of man. It has a lot of dark notes in the mix. There's tobacco, cognac, ambery notes, woods. It's powerful, it's strong, and I think it's really sexy. Looking at the note breakdown, it could easily go into like the offensive, overwhelming territory. Like leather, for example, in my opinion, at times can be way too much, but I love how this was executed, and I think it really has a sophisticated character to it. But yeah, the performance is insane, so I recommend going light on the trigger. All day wear, strong projection. Next up, Gourmand's Coquin from Guerlain. It has been a hot minute since I featured this because it was discontinued, and it's now been brought back, renamed as Feve Gourmande. And a lot of people have asked me to compare the two, give my thoughts on if I think they smell different at all. I was watching an interview on the Perfume Guy's channel, Sebastian, with Terry Wasser, and he said that it is the same exact formula. He said, quote, "It is the exact same formula. Since we do manufacture them, I know as a fact that it is the same. I did buy a sample of Feve Gourmande and compared the two of them side by side, and there is a difference because this bottle is several years old. So when you're comparing a juice that has had time to sit and mature, they're gonna smell different. So I can't say it's a fair comparison. Like even taking Vanilla 28 from Kayali, for example, when you buy a fresh new bottle of Vanilla 28, that's gonna smell different to Vanilla 28 that is dark, rich, brown in color. An aged Vanilla 28 just has this beautiful richness. So with that in mind, this does smell richer, more chocolatey, more boozy. There's a detectable vanilla, and it also has a better projection. Feve Gourmande smelled much lighter, fresher, not as sweet. The difference is clear in the opening, but as Feve Gourmande fully dries down, it's like, oh yeah, that's Gourmand Coquin. And I know that that formula is going to blossom as it ages, as this has. So when I run out of Gourmand Coquin, I will 100% be buying Feve Gourmande, and I'm so glad that they decided to release it again because it's genuinely one of the best creations that Guerlain has ever come out with, in my opinion. It is easily my #1 favorite chocolate fragrance. Nothing comes close to topping it for me, and I'm really glad that I get to finally recommend this again to you guys. This is a magical powdery chocolate rum perfume. Chocolate smells phenomenal, but I feel like it can be difficult to make a chocolate perfume that smells sophisticated, like a polished chocolate gourmand. That is Feve Gourmande. It smells so high quality, elevated, addicting. The chocolate, while leaning a bit more towards the dark chocolate side, is a very delicate, powdery chocolate, and it's paired with the most luxurious, smooth rum. It smells like it's sweetened up with vanilla, and there are very soft, approachable spices in the mix. 10 out of 10 perfume. It is one of my absolute favorites in my collection. With this aged juice, I get about 6-7 hours moderate projection, and then with this fresh new juice, an intimate projection. Next up is Spirit Cask from Joram Studio. This is a severely underrated perfume. I adore this scent. It's so special, unique, and addictive to me. This has a blend of cognac, rum, new make, and whiskey lactone. Nice blend of boozy notes with a bunch of smooth, woody notes as well. But this has a gourmand facet from the pear. It smells like a thick, sweetened pear puree. The vanilla in here is gorgeous. It's not listed, but there is a minty, cooling factor to this scent, so it kind of has like a chilled vanilla ice cream vibe to it, but then it warms up on your skin like after a couple hours. I think it's so interesting and yummy. Like there's edible qualities, but it's not like a true gourmand. I also think it's sexy. It's great for going out. Like this is very much so like a night out type scent. I am hooked on this. It's delicious. My favorite from the brand, and it has great performance. I get all day wear with a moderate projection. This is an absolute beast of a fragrance, Nishane Nefs. This retails for an exorbitant price. I did not pay that, and I wouldn't. You can get this massively discounted on Joma Shop, so I'll leave a link to it down below. It's a beautiful perfume, but don't pay full retail. Very complex scent. It has got a fat note breakdown, but the execution is real smooth. There are a lot of notes listed that can be challenging for me, so I really wasn't expecting even to like this one, but so many people were raving about it, and when I saw it available on a discounter, I'm like, let me get my nose on it, and I was pleasantly surprised. This is a deep, syrupy, woody, exotic, spiced, boozy scent. It's got oud and leather, nothing animalic to worry about. There's a heavy dose of whiskey. There's a deep rose, and it takes on also like a syrupy quality because of the honey, the vanilla. The saffron is also bringing in this exotic Middle Eastern flair. It smells like Middle Eastern royalty to me. It has a sweetness from the honey and the vanilla, but they're not done in an overbearing way. It smells like a pretty even, shared, balanced experience to my nose between the wood, saffron, rose, honey, booze, leather, amber. It gives off special occasion dressed up vibes, and I get all day wear with a strong projection. Ambrosia Imperiale by Navitus is one of my favorite scents. Amongst my big collection, it is up there. This is such a unique, sexy gourmand that is not too gourmand, and I have literally smelled nothing like it. This is a banana perfume, and if you've never smelled banana in a perfume before, you might be like, what? I get it. I had no idea what to expect from this scent, and then anything that I like pictured or imagined it smelling like, it was completely different to what I thought it might have smelled like. So I really urge you, if this description sounds good to you, to get a sample. This smells like caramelized boozy bananas. There's rum in the mix, vanilla, caramel, so it has a real addictive sweetness, but it doesn't go too sweet. This has a lot of saffron in this scent, and that gives it a really unique, airy, cloud-like character. It has a whipped cream, a smooth ambery base, and a bit of Davana just in the opening to bring in a bit of earthiness to the scent. This will get me compliments. People smell me. It stands out, it smells addictive, it smells sexy. This is not your banana pudding scent, banana Laffy Taffy, banana smoothie type of scent. Like, this is a very elevated niche fragrance, and I get all day wear with a moderate projection. And then this one I've actually had for a while, but featuring it for the first time because it finally fits into the theme I'm covering. This is Initio's Narcotic Delight. When this first launched, I saw the notes and I'm like, that has me written all over it. It has tobacco, cognac, cherry, spices, and vanilla. This is such a sexy perfume. This is one of Eric's favorites on me. I was wearing this multiple days in a row and he's like, oh my gosh, I cannot get enough of your perfume. This has a note of hedione, which is an aroma compound that the brand states stimulates the brain's pleasure centers and acts as the final trigger in a formula that is decidedly carnal. All right. It is very sexy. I will give it that. It was a love at first sniff for me. Like, the moment I smelled this, I'm like, I will be needing a bottle of that. I love the tobacco, pink pepper, and cognac, giving it its richness, its depth, but it's not too dark of a scent where this smells specifically masculine. It's a very smooth, intoxicating scent. The cherry and vanilla bring in a sweetness, but then it doesn't go too sweet to where it smells feminine. Like, this is perfectly unisex. It's not a cherry bomb perfume. It's definitely more of a supporting character, but that combo is stunning. I think it really stands out in their line, and I get all day wear with a strong projection. Another boozy chocolate in the lineup, Narcotica Dulce Diablo. Very, very different from Feve Gourmande. This is a very rich, dense, sweet, fruity, boozy chocolate scent. This has a prominent apricot, chocolate, rum, cognac, vanilla. This is gourmand through and through. Very decadent scent, and I think quite well done. It makes me think of fancy, rich Italian chocolates. So yummy, but then these boozy notes and the sandalwood in the base really elevate the scent. If you're someone who doesn't enjoy fruity chocolates, the taste, the smell, absolutely sample this first, but there's a chance you could still like this, because I am one of those people. I am that kind of girl. So I was not expecting to love this, but boy do I. It's much more refined than I had expected it to be, and with those boozy notes and the sandalwood, I feel like those cut through the gourmand notes to balance things out in a nice way. And I get all day wear with a strong projection. My favorite from the house, Mandorle from Soradora. You should check this out if you love tonka bean, suede, rum, and cherry. You definitely get a big dose of a boozy cherry pop at the start. It's got smooth woods, there's some suede and leather, but it takes on the characteristic of suede as opposed to like traditional straight up leather. Tonka bean and vanilla add to its sweetness, and in the deep dry down it has a light amount of a powdery feel, and then it's really focused on the tonka bean, rum, and suede. Very powerful, unique scent, and I get all day wear with a strong projection. And then last but not least, we have my beloved Spiritueuse de Vanille from Guerlain. This is a beautiful, like natural, raw smelling vanilla that has a boozy twist to it. Smooth, boozy rum vanilla. A beautiful benzoin in the base, giving it a comforting, cozy, ambery feel. There's incense in the mix, but it doesn't smell smoky to me. It's a very easy to like, very crowd-pleasing scent. This is one of the very first luxury fragrances I brought into my collection, and it's something I will always have. The Art Materials line from Guerlain is very special to me. Super addictive, chic, gourmand, and I get 7 hours with moderate projection. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you want to see me in any more videos, I'd appreciate it so much. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!